Ridership has virtually nothing to do with cost effectiveness or cost efficiency of the system, okay? You can run buses, and think of it this way, you can run buses that carry no passengers, or you can run buses that carry lots of passengers. The cost to operate that bus is virtually identical in either scenario. So Better Transit Now is looking at the cost efficiency side of the equation. We're not talking about ridership. We're talking about operating the buses cost efficiently so you can reduce some of this amazing amount of redundant staff at the AATA and fund the service increases without a millage increase.
Okay, I own a home here in Ann Arbor, and I'm paying that 2.056 mil, which they want to jump up to 2.756 mils. And I live off the 14. And I got working with a lady who lives off the 14, and that goes back into Geddes and that area back in there. There's no sidewalks. The streets are real narrow. There's a woman in there who has a son who's legally blind. They pulled that stop out during the day. They'll run it a couple times in the morning. They'll run it a couple times at night. They don't run it midday. Why? According to Michael Ford, the houses are too far apart, and they need that bus for busier routes. When they start these new buses and they take a look, and it used to be 125 passenger hours would keep a bus going, then they upped it to 135. They start these new routes, and there's not enough people on it. You're going to be paying for routes that they're going to cut on you. Like what happened to me. I live in Ann Arbor. My 14 was cut. And people have to walk sometimes to a mile to get to a bus stop. In the city of Ann Arbor paying 2.056 mils, and they want to add another 7.
Okay, thank you very much. Question on ridership and the village. More buses.
Thank you. I believe that route number 14 was actually cut by recommendation of Mr. Annis's committee at the time. I was not on the board. However,
that is not true.
Her time. Ridership actually does have to do with our cost numbers. The formula funding that we're talking about, a big part of that formula is how many people are on the bus. So the more people are on the bus, the more money we get. I live on the east side of Ypsilanti. I ride the number 10. That number 10 is full. It is our most productive route in the entire system. It is full all the time. If we're able to make that route more efficient and make it more convenient for people, I guarantee you that we are going to get more people on that route, and those are people who really, really need this bus service. We've been seeing these trends for a long time, and I would also somewhat disagree. It does cost the same amount to ride a bus that's full, but it means more tickets to sell, more customer service. That's what our community relations department does. They answer the phone when you call and have a question about your route. They help make sure that people have ride guides and things like that. And so that's a really important part of our service, is making sure that each one of our customers, each one of our riders is communicated with effectively. And I think that that's really important, and we want more people to be able to use the bus.
Yeah, I would just add that there's been a lot of talk about which numbers to use, which is the right metric. And one side wants you to use the number that deals with how well we're moving buses around town. Our side wants to deal with a number that deals with how well we're moving people around town. Because we know it's more expensive to run a bus that's full. We know it's more expensive to run a bus that has to stop at all those stops where people are waiting to ride the bus. And we know that the goal our community has is to move people to places, whether they're going to work or going to the doctor or whatever. Just one number, because I don't have a good number on the projection. Ridership 10 years ago, 4.3 million. Ridership today, 6.7 million.
This last one is sort of a thought question or a